Welcome to the second episode of Fueling the Dream. I hope you have enjoyed my first episode. I know it's kind of boring because it's my first one, but today we're gonna be talking about women in motorsport, the important people, women in motorsport. We're gonna talk about their challenges, the sexism, sadly, and things more. So I hope you enjoy it, and let's go on to it. In this beautiful world of motorsport, with women in motorsport, where speed, skill, and strategy take center, there's many challenges that extends beyond the racetrack. The issue of the sexism, I hate that. Sadly, there is still sexism going on. I don't know why. Despite the progress in recent years in cruiser sports, the sport still grapples with stereotypes and unequal opportunities that affect women. I still like don't get it why women and men are the same. Well, not the same, but they deserve the the, the same respect. Historically, motorsports have been dominated by male drivers, and breaking into the elite ranks of Formula One has been an uphill battle of women. There, there have been a little bit of women in Formula One. Um, First woman was Maria Teresa de Filippis. I think that's how you say her name. She was an Italian racing driver and the first woman to race in Formula One. She participated in five World Championship Grand Prix. She debuted on the 18th May 1958, but sadly she didn't score any points. I know that recently Jessica Hawkins tested the Aston Martin's car, and I'm really happy for her. She deserves the world. Also, I know that I think I'm not sure. Don't take my word. Um, Susie Wolf, I think, has wrote rode in a practice with the Williams car, and she literally is has a main role in Formula E. So like, women deserve better. The other people there are in Formula One, Lela Lombardi. Um, she had entered 17 times, but she's the only woman in Formula One with, well, not a point, half a point. There was Divina Galisa. She had three entries. Desiree Wilson, and she had one entry, and Giovanna Amati, she had three entries. As I said, Uh, some female drivers have participated in non-competition testing and sessions with Formula One teams. In IndyCar, Sarah Fisher performed a demonstration run with a McLaren after first practice in the 2002 United States Grand Prix. Catherine Ledge tested with Minardi at the Vallelunga circuit in 2005. Other female drivers like in 2012, I think. Like I said, Williams scientists evolved as a development this driver. Uh, two, 2 years later, Wolf, like Suzy, became the first woman to take part in a Formula One race weekend in 22 years. Like, that's crazy. We need a we need a girl in Formula One soon. When she participated in the first practice session with the at the British, well, at Silverstone, being in 1992, when Giovanna Amati, who was official Brabham team driver alongside Eric van der Poel, made three sadly unsuccessful Grand Prix qualification attempts. Van der Poel and later Damon Hill, Maria de Villota, the daughter of Spanish Formula One driver Emilio de Villota, was hired as a test driver for Mauritius until her crash in 2012 at the Duxford Aerodrome during a test. Then the pilot sadly died from her injuries that year. In 2014, in Sauber signed IndyCar driver Simona De Silvestro as a affiliated driver with a goal of having her compete in 2015. In 2015, Lotus F1 signed Carmen Tiorda to a deal including a run in a car. In 2019, Williams driver signed a leading W Series winner, and she has multiple championships. Jamie Chadwick is a development driver for the Williams F1 team. Chadwick later won the 2019 and 2002 W Series championship. Sadly, that series fell apart, and now we have the F1 Academy, but I'm gonna get that later. And uh, she continues to run as a Williams development driver. In September this year, Aston Martin driver ambassador Jessica Hawkins tested a 2021 F1 car at the Hungaroring. I was at the Hungaroring and I was so glad that she tested. Um, First race with more than one entrant was the 1976 British Grand Prix, Lela Bombardi and Divina Galizia. The next thing we're gonna talk about, from junior Formula E to the pinnacle of motorsport, women often face a shortage of opportunities. Sadly, limited access to the team sponsorships and all, just because it's a male-dominated sport. And I think that that's really dumb. But also, another thing we have to talk about is the stereotypes surrounding the women in motorsport. Like, they can drive, they lack the physical and mental strength required for racing, and the potential. I think there will be a Formula One driver in the future. We're gonna see Bianca Bustamante, maybe, Marta Garcia, and many more F1 Academy drivers. The media portrayals. Media coverage has played a role in sexism in motorsport. All of the female athletes I know are objectified or portrayed as no, like they have no skill in the sport. They a lot of male but sometimes female fans comment on the drivers, and a lot of F1 content creators that are on TikTok, like me, check me out. We have a lot of sexist comments like, "Are you a DRS fan? Are you name me what's DRS? Name me who was the championship winner in 1996 or something, 1965." Sadly, sadly. Then we have the rise of female-only series, like the W Series. It had an aim to provide a platform just for female drivers. Bianca and Jamie Chadwick participated in that. Now we have a Formula One Academy. Uh, Wait, let me search something because um, the amazing Susie Wolf did this, and we love that. I'm gonna mention some of the drivers that Marta Garcia won it this year, and she will participate in Formula 4 in regional championship. There's MP Motorsports with Hamda, Emily, and Amna. We love them. There we have our well, I don't know the new drivers, but I know that Bianca Bustamante signed with Art, and this year all of the F1 teams must have a driver uh, in their team. So like Bianca signed with McLaren, and I'm so happy for her, and I can't wait to see that. And in Austin this year, we finally got to see um, to see the Formula One Academy on TV, and I was like, yes, like Thank you for so much. There's teams. Um, there are a lot of programs created for women, like teams and organizations, recognizing the need for diversity and inclusion, such as Dare to be Different and Girls on Track Rising Stars. They help women. Basically, they aim to identify and support young female talents, addressing the systemic barriers. Then several people in the motorsport community are actively sexist norms. Female drivers, team principals, and engineers are not only breaking stereotypes but also advocating for a cultural shift within the sport. There's a lot of education problems, I must say, like promoting the gender equality that requires a shift in the motorsport world from young age. Uh, th- these programs, uh, these programs encourage the young girls to pursue their uh, careers in engineering, mechanics, journalism. Like me, I would love to become a Formula One reporter, journalist, PR manager. It's my dream. That's why I'm doing this podcast. So thank you if you're listening. And other aspects of the sport. The other thing, I must say that representation matters. Whether it's whether it's a driver on the podium, an engineer in the garage, or a team principal making strategic decisions, or a journalist on TV, they inspire other women to chase their dream because a lot of people has like said to stop because they are a woman and they can be in motorsport. Like I still think that has no sense. Like everyone, like men can go into fashion. Anyone can work anything. Like also the narrative around women in motorsport finally is changing. Every lap is turned by are sometimes turned by a female driver, strategic decision by a woman in the pit lane, and every milestone achieved challenges the sexist status and paves the way for future generations. Of course, let's go back to social media. Female athletes often face, like I said, sexism and hate on social media platforms where they get a lot of bad comments that may focus on appearance, that they focus more on appearance than skill. Um, this like is a gender bias that can impact the mental and emotional well-being of the women. Like like when they see a woman like with little makeup or like done hair, that's a driver. Like they're saying you're doing more makeup, focus on your driving. Like what if I want to my what if I want my hair to be done? Like you can stop me. I care about racing as much as you care with me. Also, let's talk about the lack of female role models because of the sexism. For the million time, I don't think this. Like, wait a second. Okay. Well, there is a growing number of women making stories and jobs in the motorsport. There is a lack of female role models in key positions, such as team principals, lead, lead engineers. Well, uh, there's some journalists like I don't know if you well yeah she's a reporter like Lizzie McIntosh, Natalie Bingham, Naomi Sheaf, Danica, and many more. And I think we need uh, we need more role models that are gonna be in F1 and to how do I see this to encourage women to take part in it. And we need more. uh, educational outreach, like education programs for journalism, uh, engineering, that breaks down the gender stereotypes from an early age. And that is crucial. We need to encourage girls to pursue an interest in STEM fields like engineering and technical roles that are not only for men, and same as journalism in motorsports, in not in motorsport, like in football, in hockey, in basketball, in sport. We can you can place you can do anything you want. Um, Next thing I wanna talk is let's see like a successful. Let's talk about some success stories. We have Simona del Silvestro. She went from IndyCar to Formula E. Her success highlighted the potential of women to compete the highest levels of motorsport. As I said, we have again Susie Wolf, as a former test driver for Williams and now co-owner of the Venturi Formula E team. She also has a part in Mercedes with her husband Toto Wolff. Her leadership role showcases that women can hold positions not only as drivers but as team principals in the world of motorsport in Formula E, IndyCar, Formula One, Two, Three. Um, we need, uh, listen, implementing and enforcing policies that promote gender equality can create more uh, inclusive environment. Like we need that. Like holding teams and organizations accountable for their commitment in diversity. Also, I'm really grateful for all of the drivers that for all of the drivers that how do you say this? For all of the drivers that fight the sexism of Formula One, like Lewis, Daniel, Lando. Like we had Lewis and I don't know who else was at Formula One Academy, and they made their day. Like, did you see how happy Bianca Bustamante was? Like, we love them. Let's talk about some of the famous people, like Jimmy Chadwick. She's the champion of the W Series. She's yeah. I read. We have. I didn't mention Tatiana Calderon. She's from Colombia. She's a speed pioneer breaking through the glass with appearance during Formula One weekends. Like we love her. We have Natalie Bingham. Like she's one of my favorites. She has an important role in sports journalism. My favorite. That extends to motorsports, where she goes beyond the headlines, bringing the human side of Formula One to the front. Her work um, tells the stories in the paddock, as diverse as the color of the skin and the women in motorsport and the drivers themselves. Sophie Ock, engineering dynamics at Red Bull. She's a vehicle dynamist at Red Bull Racing. She plays a crucial role in shaping the dynamic behavior of the car. Her contribution underscores that women are integral to the uh, technical sections at the heart of Formula One. Let's see. Let's talk about Lizzie because she's one of my favorites, and she inspired me to start this. Through this, throughout the season, several drivers include she has interviewed several drivers, including Nico Hulkenberg, Charles Leclerc, Carlos Sainz. She's I think a front track reporter right now. Uh, Lizzie said one of the toughest parts of her job, like I mentioned, this whole process that the hateful comments on her social media, but she's been able to use the comments to inspire the next generation of girls. Like that's my goal. Let's talk about the joke she meant. Well, it's not a joke; it's a hit comment. Stay in the kitchen, know your place. But, like anyone can, like I don't want to talk about that. We need more reliable role models, like she said. The next thing on Lizzie, let's talk about like she said, of course, that we need more women. Uh, she she has inspired a lot of the Formula One girls community that women can go into the sport and follow their dreams. She she has a podcast and she she went from that to content creating to now working for Formula One, and like I think that's I I want to do that. Drive to and she said, Drive to Survive comes out once a year and is credited massively with bringing younger audience to the sport, but I don't necessarily think that's solely the case. Sadly, we get a lot of hate comments from watching Drive to Survive. We think we only love the drivers. Let's go to my second favorite woman. Hannah Schmitz is, if I'm saying her name right, she's the F1 race strategist at Red Bull. She joined Formula One in 2009. She has risen through the ranks to become the race strategist of Max Verstappen and Perez. She has a job that requires adaptability and the ability to make quick race decisions, and I think some of them save the races. Like we love her, we love her. Another thing, let's see, who should Sophia Flores. I don't know how to say Florch. Florch. She's the only one driver in Formula Three, and we love her. She's from Uruguay, and she did score points. Um, Sophia Flores. Here, listen. Sophia Flores was just 17 when she survived a horror crash at the 2008 Macau Grand Prix. We That was scary. I did. I didn't watch her back then, but she she did it. She has proved a lot of women to to go into motorsports into drive. She signed with PHM Racing this season. Well, technically, to compete in Formula 3 for the first time in 3 years. She has spent time competing at Le Mans 24 hours in the World Endurance Championship, but still dreams of a place on the Formula 1 grid and was boosted by her addition to Alpine's Drivers Academy. Yeah, she's in the Driver Academy. Uh, Wait, let me. I wanna. We have another woman in Driver Academy. We have Maya Wick. Yeah, she's in the Ferrari. What should I see next? Okay. Oh, Claire Williams. We love her. Claire Williams. Claire Williams. She was the team principal of. Oh, you can see her name in Williams. I really appreciate all of the women. I appreciate all of the women that work in Formula One and that makes women to like, how do I say it, to inspire the women to go into the sport as journalists, race engineers, drivers, and yeah. So, as always, thank you for tuning in to Fueling the Dream. Don't forget to follow me on social media, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and on here. And share your thoughts on today's episode on my social medias. And if a future karting Formula One woman champion, engineer, or a journalist that wants to be is watching, you go for it. Follow your dreams. Don't let any man or girl stop you. You can do it. I wanna be a Formula One reporter, so I believe in that. Manifesting it, people. So to all of the people that wanna work in motorsport, see you in the paddock. Until next time, race fans. Let's get ready to watch tomorrow's race in Las Vegas. And until next time, race fans, have a nice day or night wherever you are. Love you and follow your dreams. Bye.